Hello, so for today's video we're going to be talking about the good, the bad and the discontinued. So essentially I have some discontinued products that I want to talk about that I want companies to bring back. I have some products that obviously I didn't really like, and then I have some products that essentially I've loved and I want to showcase. So that's basically it. So let's get into it. So I'm going to start with the goods first. So first of all we have the bed head. So this is the Gimme Grip. This is a texturizing conditioning jelly and then the texturizing shampoo. So I have talked about this in the empties video as well. I've gone through multiple bottles of these. These are practically empty. I think there's like a little bit left in this and basically nothing in this one. My hair is like super thick at the top, and then the rest of my ends are quite like on the thinner side. So I feel like a lot of my hair and my weight sits on my scalp, which means that it can get like greasy, it can get just really dirty quickly. I feel like it has like a lot of product build up sometimes in it as well. So I feel like this is good to not just add to that, and obviously it gives you some texture as well, which I mean, to be honest, I don't really have issues with that because obviously my hair's quite frizzy anyway. But the point is it does say it's for lifeless hair, but I feel like it's very lightweight and that's why I love these so much. Yeah, it's just probably one of my new favourites. A bed head has always been a love for me with my hair care, but yeah, I think these are just sort of beating out all the ones that I've tried, so yeah, love. Next up we have from Dermalogica. So this is the stabilising repair cream. This is empty and I'm pretty sure this is empty. Oh, literally like a bubble just came out. But yeah, I have gone through another one of these as well. I haven't repurchased it just because it is on the expensive side. So this retails for I think £65. But I love her, she's brilliant, she's amazing. So she has ceramides with building complex and is a barrier repairing moisturiser. So I feel like I need to repair my barrier a little bit better. I've been using a lot of acids like vitamin C, glycolic, retinols, and I've just been using way too much all at once and my skin has just not been loving it, and that is my own fault for using too much. So when I was using this, I wasn't using a lot, I was using probably just the retinol, and I feel like this just really made my skin fresh. Don't get me wrong, it's on the thicker side, which I am an oily-ish girly, but lately I have been dry, and I think the conclusion is that my partner has sleep apnea. So he has a mask and obviously it blows air throughout the mask, and I think the air is literally, sometimes it like blows in my face and like either I'll move or he'll move or whatever. And I'm just like, I think the air is literally like sucking my skin dry, but that could just be me thinking that. But obviously I'm using a different barrier cream that I really do like from Dr. Jart. I'll leave a little picture here, but I just prefer this one. Obviously Dr. Jart is basically half the price, but I think once that's run out I probably will repurchase this. But I also would like to go to a Dermalogica counter just to have a chat with them, I feel like, and just to see what they say as well. But yeah, I do really like this. Next up we have from Frank Body. So this is, I know it looks full, I've already used up a bag, so this is a repurchase. So this is glowing vacation skin is inside this bag. So it's a coconut coffee scrub. So literally it is what it is. It is very messy, don't get me wrong. So if you're in the shower it will just go absolutely everywhere and you think you've rinsed it all out, and then you're like, why is there still coffee scrub when I'm having a shower the next day. But yeah, it feels so good. Like I said, it leaves my skin glowing, it feels really moisturised. It's not expensive, obviously comes in like these thin bags, they're not like wasting product or anything like that, and there's no like extra packaging as well. Yeah, it's just really good and it smells really good as well. I'm not a coconut lover, I mean I don't drink coffee either, but yeah, just smells really good and makes my skin feel really nice. So next up we do have two products from Byoma. So this is the Soothing Body Polish. So I do really like this. This is brilliant. And I like it because it's not as gritty as this one. So this one I can just put on and rub it on and there's no mess everywhere. This is basically near on empty. I think I've got probably a few pumps left. But it's a barrier boosting body care. So I love that they have like body care that has like niacinamides and niacinamides, sorry, in it. And yeah, it's just really nice and it's really refreshing. So yeah, like I said, if I'm not like, oh, I can't be bothered with this one, then I'll use this one just for me to take care of my body still. But yeah, it has PHA in it, prebiotic complex of PHA and panthenol, which I don't really know what that is, but it says treats rough and bumpy skin. Yeah, I like it. I think it's good. If I had to like just pick one of these, I would probably pick this, just because it's really gritty and I do like that in a body wash, a body scrub. But like I said, obviously it makes a mess, but I think I can look past that for how good it is. But yeah, again, really, really love this and would repurchase, but maybe not straight away. It might take me a little while to sort of be like, okay, look, let me buy that again. Then from Byoma, so this is a full one, but I've also repurchased this. So this is a soothing body serum. So it has blue tansy and not salicylic acid, but salicylic acid. I really don't know all the difference between all these acids. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a dermatologist or anything like that. I literally use skincare. I studied beauty therapy. That's as much skincare as knowledge as I sort of go through. I don't go to the higher levels. But yeah, I just love how this feels on my skin. And yeah, I just love that it's a serum. So I typically, when I wash my face and my neck, and I'll leave my décolleté. But obviously you're supposed to do it all, and it's something that I do need to incorporate. But obviously I can just use my body scrub, I can use the serum, and then I also have a body lotion from them as well, which has niacinamide and I can't remember the other ingredient in it. But it's nice that I can like put that on my chest, obviously put it on the rest of my body, making sure that I'm taking good care of my skin, and not having to like, you know, oh, okay, right, get undressed, do my skincare, get dressed for bed. Kind of like, I mean, I'm barely doing skincare as it is, so for me to add that in, I just feel like it saves me the sort of time, and it actually just makes me want to do typically my whole body skincare essentially. So yeah, I really love this. Like I said, this is a full one, but I've gone through one. The only annoying thing about this is obviously a pump, you can't travel with it. You'd have to put it into a different bottle, which is obviously frustrating. But yeah, obviously they're easy to display and you literally pump, there's no twisting of caps and everything like that. But yeah, really, really like this. And then next up, this is new, but it's not really like a product that I have to like use to test. But I got this from B&M, so it's a brush holder essentially. So you pull this out and then you have your brushes. So I have obviously used some because I've done this makeup look. If you want to see this, this will be up. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, for £5 I'm amazed at this. And yeah, I truly love it, because I like to cover my brushes, because I'm like, if they're out, all the dust is getting on them, they're dirty. Like if I use my makeup brushes, I'll clean them after I've used them. I don't leave them like sitting about. So I like that I can just put them in here and they're nice and safe. They're going to stay clean until my next use. I do also have like little glass containers from IKEA. This was ages ago. I'm pretty sure it's for spaghetti, but yeah, I have them in there so they're protected, because like I said, I just don't want all that dust and then I'm putting it all over my face, and yeah, it's just not ideal, is it? So yeah, love this. And yeah, £5 B&M. You'll probably get them on Amazon and stuff. But yeah, I thought this was really, really cool. So next up, we're going to move on to the discontinued products. So if you've watched recent videos of mine, you'll know the heartbreak that I felt for this. So this is the Cover FX Power Pay Concealer. I just carried on using it like nobody's business, and then I don't know why one day I was just like, Cover FX have sort of changed all their packaging and they've changed some of their products. I wonder if they still sell this, and they don't. So they brought out a new concealer, which I haven't tried. Don't know if I want to. I hear like lots of people sort of like reviews are saying it's not as good as the original, and I'm like, no, this breaks my heart. It is one of my all-time favourite concealers. I still do use it sometimes, like if I'm like, I know I'm gonna get glam and I'm going out for dinner or something, then this bad boy comes out. But yeah, I'm really, really gutted. Cover FX, if you're watching this or you managed to come by this or whatever, please bring this back. One of my favourite concealers ever. Like Tarte Shape Tape, nothing compared to this one. I think I'm purchasing the House Labs one because I've heard really good things, and I like a medium coverage. I do like full as well, but only if I have a full like coverage foundation. I don't like a medium face and then really heavy eyes. So yeah, this is like that medium to buildable, and it's just, oh, it's just so good. It sits under the wells nice, sits under the eyes nice, sorry. It obviously has a little bit of creasing, we're gonna get a little bit, but it doesn't like crease heavily to the point where it's like really cakey. So yeah, really gutted. Next up we have from Jordana Ticia. So this is a glass slipper, so it's a highlighter essentially. So you get the cream product and then you get a powder product. So obviously they've stopped selling this and it absolutely breaks my heart because it's one of my favourite highlighters. I have another 2 colours as well, but glass slipper was my favourite. It is what I'm wearing on my face right now. So on my nose it's just the cream, and then in the corners and face I have the cream and the powder. It's just so convenient because obviously the cream matches the powder and it's so good. So I really hope they bring these back. Yeah, so phenomenal. Next up we have from Decay. So this is their sheer shimmer lipstick in Ex-Girlfriend, and this is like my lips but better. Yeah, so stunning. I know they've sort of not rebranded, but obviously they've got a lot of new products out and they're doing really well. But you know, why are we getting rid of like the OG products? Like, why are we getting rid of this? This is so good. Please bring this back. Yeah, I don't want to keep using it. I'm like, no, I don't want you to go anywhere because you're my favourite. But yeah, she looks so good. Like if I'm like doing a little bit of a more natural makeup, which is rare to be honest, for me, then I'll pop this on. But if not, and I'm just like, oh, I just want like a really soft lip, this will go on as well. I just absolutely love it, and I just want them to bring it back so I just want to buy like 10 of them, store them away, and then they can discontinue it if they want. Actually no, I want other people to enjoy it as well, but yeah, I'm really gutted. Next up is from Spectrum. So this is their lipstick. So this is the Zodiac collection, and this is in the shade Element. So specifically this product, but I want Spectrum to bring back all their makeup products. So I have like all their lipsticks, I have a bunch of eyeshadows, they had like these glitter drops that were absolutely stunning, another one of my favourites from them. What else I have? Bronzers, blush, they were so good, and they've just stopped selling their makeup, especially the shade Element. It's just such a beautiful shade. It is matte and just like, oh, I know obviously there's probably like hundreds of lipsticks that look like this, blah blah blah, but the formula's really good, the colour's really great, and yeah, I'm just really gutted that they stopped selling their makeup because they've done really good products. Let me show you as well the Decay one. So that's what that looks like. Typically similar colours, you know, that pinky sort of nude or that brown nude. The brown nude that I'm wearing right now is colours that I really do enjoy in lipsticks, but yeah, really upset that they stopped selling all their makeup products. Next up we have Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is the Amrezy highlighter. So obviously if you know, you know. This was such a good highlighter. So stunning. I'm pretty sure they've brought it out. I can't remember if it's called like Glow Getter. I'll put the little picture and sort of the name of it, but it's meant to be like basically repackaged. It's not even like, oh, this is a dupe, like it's literally supposed to be this but just in different packaging. So obviously if you didn't get a chance to get that and you do sort of still want to get this, then obviously I recommend that product. But yeah, I feel like this should just be an item that they forever sell, along with the Jackie palette as well. Like that was so stunning. So yeah, obviously truly beautiful. But yeah, oh, just love. Next up we have another collab. So this is the Dose of Colours and iluvsarahii, or iluvsarahii, sorry. I freaking love this product. I used to wear this when I was really fair, like I am now, and I don't know how I got away with it because it does run pretty dark on my skin, but yeah, when I'm tanned it is so beautiful. It is just stunning. There's no glitter in it. It's just super gleamy. Oh, I just absolutely love it. This is in Soulmate, by the way, so if you, I don't know if you'll find these like people hopefully not selling like fakes of it, but if you do manage to come across them, yeah, I really recommend it. It's so stunning. I just absolutely love it. I just love Dose of Colours in general. I feel like they have really good products. Yeah, and I feel like they've sort of, no one really talks about them anymore. But yeah, absolutely love that product. So next up, we're moving on to the bad products. So I have this from Rare Beauty. So this is their bronzer stick in Power Boost. Now, there's nothing really wrong with the formula. I think it's more of the colour that is an issue. I feel like it just runs really orange and really warm on me. As you can sort of see from here. It blends super nice, it blends easily, there's no issues with that. It's just, I feel like the colour's just off. And I don't know if it's just Power Boost per se for my fair skin tone. I don't know if they have anything lighter or not. yeah, I don't know if I would typically just sort of go, oh yeah, I'll purchase another one in a different colour. I have like a bunch of products I just need to get through. I just don't see this point of sort of buying this in a different shade. I do really like it. If I loved it, I might do that, but I just, yeah, there's no real sort of love for me to repurchase this in a different shade, or to buy it in a different shade, not repurchase it. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, just not the right shade, unfortunately. Next up we have, I still have this in the packaging, so this is the Revolution, I'm pretty sure they don't even sell this anymore, but it's their brow tint, and this was so good. So I loved it, and then obviously my other product like dried out or it went funny colour, and I was like, okay, obviously can't use it anymore. So I purchased 2 more because they were on sale, and they literally come and they were like thick, and I was like, okay, like something must be wrong, I'll try this one as well. Tried it, didn't do anything. So yeah, I'm really disappointed in this product now. Like I said, don't even think they sell it anymore, but the Maybelline Tattoo Brow one is phenomenal. So yeah, obviously if you're looking for something similar, then the Maybelline one's just fine. But yeah, I'm really gutted. I've tried dipping it in like really hot water, just it doesn't do anything, it's not budging, so yeah, it's a shame. Then next up we have the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't even know if they still sell this anymore. So this is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I've literally used this once, and I don't know if you can see how much product is left in there, and I'm like, how have I only used this once and I feel like it's like half it is gone. It is so unbelievably thick. I can't even get the lid off because that's how thick it is. Like, look at all of that. It's disgusting. It's sitting in here everywhere. It's not the one. It's not creamy. It doesn't do anything. It just looks creased as all hell. Yeah, not a good product. Like I said, don't know if they sell it anymore. I can't even get the lid back on. That's how like thick it is. But yeah, I would never even recommend this to my worst enemy. I wouldn't even recommend it to the devil. It is just, yeah, it's really, really bad. Then we have the Loreal Lash Paradise. So this is in waterproof. Oof. So I did like this, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is nice. I can get on board with this. I can see why people love the Paradise one so much. I'm just a waterproof girly because I have very straight lashes. Even though I'm popping on falsies pretty much 99% of the time. Obviously, if the natural lash falls underneath, obviously you're going to see them. So I still like to have that curl stay put. Yeah, I thought for the longest time that my eyeliner was smearing. Turns out it was this mascara, and for waterproof to smear, I feel like that is very, very difficult. Like, I've never had it with waterproof mascara. It was literally just sitting all under my eyes, and I think it was my cousin that pointed it out to me. I think we went, I can't remember if we went cinema, went to see Taylor Swift or something. She was like, oh, your mascara's smearing, and I was like, that's what's been the problem. I've been blaming it on the eyeliner, and I'm thinking it can't be the eyeliner because I've used that time and time again and it's never done that. Yeah, it turns out it was this mascara. So yeah, don't like this at all. Just what, I don't want smears. I just don't. And then the last product that we have is also from Jordana Ticia. So this is their it's half baked. So it's their like powder. So similar concept with the highlighter. So you get the pressed side and then you get your powder side. I hear a lot of people rave about this, but I just, yeah, it is so weird. Like, I had I put concealer on, bear in mind it was a new concealer, so I was like, oh, maybe it's the concealer that's done this, but it was literally like I put the powder down, like the pressed one, and it was like picking up like chunks of it, and I was like, this is literally taking off half my concealer. And I thought, okay, maybe it's the concealer, maybe like I'm just judging the powder too much. And then I tried it with a different concealer that I liked, the Cover FX one, and it done the same thing, and I was like, yeah, this is not it for me. So I think I've used it twice and I was like, no, like I'm not using this again. So yeah, it's just a dud for me, which is a shame because, like I said, it looks really good. People are raving about it. It looks really good in their under eyes and their face. But yeah, maybe I'll give like the powder a go just around the face and leave the pressed stuff, just to see if I can obviously try and use up the product. I don't really want it to go to waste, or see if a family member or something wants it. But yeah, so yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed.